What's going on, guys? Kent Howard with Green Mountain Defense coming at you with something that I don't like to do at all, but I'm going to have to. So, I'm going to make a newsy political rant slash disagreement slash opinion video. I really like to stick to training concepts and talking about how carrying medical is a good idea, and how using a red dot on a defensive handgun is great because it makes you more defensively aware of downrange situations, or how to tame recoil with compensators in handguns to make you a better shooter, or why the Beretta LTT Elite is the fastest, most awesomest gunslinging and shootingest thing I've had in my hands in quite a long time, or comparing optics like the Trijicon SRO to its buddies from Trijicon and talking about competition guns. That's what I want to do. Unfortunately, what I'm going to do here today is talk to you guys about some political nonsense regarding guns and ammunition. Today is the 4th of September on 2019. It's about 1:41 in the afternoon. As of this very moment, it has been, not this very moment, but here recently, it's been announced by the folks at Walmart that they're going to do three things. They're going to stop selling handgun ammunition. They're going to stop selling 5.56 and 7.62 ammunition, because assault rifles. And they're going to prohibit open carry in their stores. They may, in fact, politely ask you to leave their store if you are openly carrying a firearm. So let's address these things one by one. If you check out our podcast, Sling and Lead Podcast, my buddy TJ and I did an episode all about these mass shootings and the atrocities and the nonsense and the terrible feelings they bring up for myself and for him and everything else. So if you want to hear my opinion on mass shooters and all that stuff, Sling and Lead Podcast on YouTube or on Apple iTunes, go listen to that, because it is, and everywhere else, good podcast stuff, because it's a good primer on how I feel about all this. Number one, if you're worried about mass shooters, carry some med gear. Talked about that earlier today. And carry some defensive tools, have a plan, all that. But we as a gun-owning community and public can no longer allow these corporations to smash on us and continuously blame us, kowtowing to a liberal minority of individuals who would otherwise disagree with our rights and our freedoms. I say liberal minority because it is a minority of liberals who believe that we should lose these rights. I know otherwise very left-leaning gun owners, and that's great. I know real right-leaning gun owners, and that's great. I know libertarian gun owners, and that's great. The right to self-defense is universal and is not bound by party lines. Let's get that very clear. That being said, Wally World has kowtowed and said that they will start to take this action. Well, let's break it down. Number one, for me personally, open carry is fucking stupid. Okay? Open carry is dumb. Stop it. Just stop. You're not an activist. You're not saving the planet. You're not the awesomest person ever. You're a guy looking for some attention. I'm sorry, but that's who you are. You're not saving the world by open carrying a Tarvis revolver and a universal Uncle Mike's holster in some stupid configuration on your belt and strolling through Walmart to buy kitty litter. Just, you're not helping. If, however, you're the type of person who is deciding to openly carry because you've been out hunting or been out fishing or you've been on duty or whatever, you've been at a match, a competition, a training class, and the only safe way for you to have your stuff is to have it on you, because it's safer to have your stuff on you than to leave it in the car and pray to God nothing happens, and you're not making a big spectacle of yourself, I got no problems with it. If you're a law enforcement duty person, if you're security, if it's part of your job to be openly displaying a firearm on your person, obviously I got no problems with it. Politically, I believe in your right to do it. I don't think you're helping yourself very much. I think you're hurting the cause politically. And you're definitely at a huge disadvantage tactically if you're talking about how the magic talisman on your hip is going to scare away the bad guy because he knows that he's amongst armed people. There are literally bad guys who look for open carry in order to try to take a gun from you. That makes you the number one target. Hell, there are plenty of videos out there where law enforcement officers have been targeted for their guns. Conceal, keep the advantage of surprise, and deal with the problem if and when it should arise. That's how that should work. So the open carry thing, I hate this statement politically that they're going to stop it. But on the same token, it doesn't really affect me in my life, and quite honestly, I don't agree with it as a general practice outside of a couple key circumstances. The selling of quote-unquote assault rifle ammunition thing is a political motivated kowtowing and bowing to a certain minority subset of the population that believes that only the tyrannical government should have assault rifles and all the rest of us should be left with muskets. That's nonsense. And the term assault rifle is nonsense. The whole thing is just nonsense. Okay? 5.56 ammunition being sold at Walmart is not the reason that children are killing other children and that evil adults are killing other adults. The things are not correlated. It's nonsense. You know who's buying 5.56 ammunition at Walmart? Me. Or at least I was. And yeah, I know there's other places on the internet that I can go get ammunition and shipping and this and that and all these great sources, and there's local gun stores and this and that and everything else. Here's the scoop. I travel a lot, I train, I teach, and I compete. There is a Walmart in just about every major place in this country, and I can always rely on being able to go into them, get the ammunition I need, run my match, or run my class, or do whatever I have to do. Yes, I know, Walmart's not selling match-grade ammo. Guess what? I don't need match-grade ammo to compete in freaking IDPA. Stop it. Just stop it. So, that being said, is it going to super negatively affect me? No, man. I can freaking reload if I have to. I know plenty of other online sources to get ammo. I know plenty of other local sources to get ammo. It's not going to really make me miss a beat. I will tell you, though, Walmart, if you are listening, that you're going to lose me as a customer entirely. Not because I'm making a political statement, although I am, but simply because that's the only thing I was coming to you for. Everything else I've ever bought there, I only bought as a consequence of already being there while buying ammo, okay? So if my wife and I were going somewhere and I said, hey, I should pick up 1,000 rounds of 5.56 for that class I got coming up, she's like, yeah, you should. And I go, well, heck, Walmart's right up here. Let's, head in there. And I go into Walmart, and I go back with my cart, and I throw my 1,000 rounds of 5.56 in it. We got to walk from there all the way back through the store, and what do you think she's doing? Oh, you know what? While we're here, we need batteries, we need dog food, we need food saver bags. I'm just looking around my house, honestly. We need K-cups. We need all this stuff. We're here. The hell with going to BJ's or Costco or Giant or wherever we're going. We're here. You might as well buy the other stuff. So now there's literally no reason for me to come to you. You have just killed me and my family as customers. I don't know if you care or not, but let's be honest, Walmart. I'll bet in 2019 I've spent $3,000 if not $4,000 worth of ammo in your store alone. God knows whatever the hell else. So you lost me. Bad move. Pistol ammo, same exact concept applies. You're making a stupid political statement. Handgun ammunition is not a problem to be selling. You guys are already asking for identification to prove age, etc. You're making a statement which is not the problem. You're not helping. You are virtue signaling. Worse yet, you sell all kinds of other shit that's problematic. You sell tobacco. You sell alcohol. You sell auto parts. You sell chemicals. You sell video games. You sell all these other things that arguably contribute to problems in our society way more than guns and ammunition do. Has Mom's Demand Action for Automobile Accidents ever beat down your door and said stop selling batteries and tires? Probably not. Has the National Diabetes Association ever hit you up for selling frozen pizzas and candy bars? Well, I've lost a lot here recently. Alright? But probably not. Has the Mom's Demand Action Against Alcohol and Tobacco Use beat you down and said, stop selling booze, stop selling tobacco, rah, rah, rah. I'm guessing probably not, which is why you're taking this action. A small minority of people have hit you up about a small percentage of problems, and because of that, you've chosen to alienate a huge base of your customers that you don't even realize yet. It's a poor business move. You saw what happened to Dick's. Down it went. Why are you making the same mistake? I have no idea. You said you're going to stop selling handguns as well. You haven't been selling handguns at my local Walmarts, at least for as long as I can remember. Just stop it with this. Leave your ammo sales alone. Leave your customers alone. Stop making us beg for product from you. Stop making us feel like we're evil for wanting to buy from you in the first place. We've supported your business through an awful lot. Your business, and this is an unpopular viewpoint, but it is the truth, Walmart employs thousands and thousands of people all around this country. A lot of good people have a lot of good jobs because of you. I have no disagreement or disapproval with that. I would hate to see them be financially impacted by your poor choices, and I would urge you to reconsider. Folks, my name's Kent Hauer. If you haven't heard of me because you're just clicking on this for the first time, I do reviews for firearms training, education, gun and gear reviews, and other things. As you can see, we talk about medical and everyday carrying the medical tools on this channel. We talk about guns on this channel. We talk about training. So stick around for light content if you like this. Like, favorite, subscribe, and share. GreenMountainDefense.com is my website where you can find a training calendar. And we have a podcast. A friend of mine by the name of TJ and I have the Sling and Lead podcast on YouTube. It's called Sling and Lead. And we do iTunes and Podbean and all those other things as well. So Sling and Lead podcast there. While you're at it, check TJ out. He's got an awesome YouTube channel. Lead Slinging Ginger on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, all these other places. Green Mountain Defense, please check me out. Like, favorite, subscribe, and share. Smash that like button. Tell me you hate me. Tell me you disagree with me. Flame on. The Second Amendment is for everybody, not just for Republicans and right-wingers. There's no reason to have a culture war over something so simple. Green Mountain Defense, out.